travelers of time and thought. You're listening to Arkcast, the podcast that explores the edges of reality, memory, and multidimensional truth. In this special series titled Quantum Time Travel and the Butterfly Effect, we'll dive into the mysteries of nonlinear time, quantum entanglement, and how even the smallest change in the past could echo across futures we haven't imagined yet. Whether you're a seasoned seeker or just curious about how the quantum universe might bend around your consciousness, you're in the right timeline.
The moon, now called CLITITIUS, glows in a soft, faint pink. Its crater lagoons steam gently, like cups of memory cooling in silence. Where once it reflected Earth, it now projects peace. Each dome scattered across her surface holds a different timeline's repose, suspended scenes of resolution, stillness, and healing. Tony A walks barefoot. The dust is warm and soft, like it was waiting for someone to arrive unarmed. The moon is no longer a backdrop. She's a destination. Key developments: CLITITIUS. Activation. The moon has become a sanctuary node, no longer a satellite, but a rest point destination across multi-book stress arcs. Dome reflection. Network. Each dome reflects a moment of peace from a different timeline. Not imagined peace, but peace that was truly earned. Tactile memory. Access. Dust on CLITITIUS contains harmonic granules from books 1 to 12. Walking across it resensitizes characters to joy and silence. Major conflict or decision characters must choose whether to embrace the comfort CLITITIUS offers, or resist it in pursuit of tension, believing rest is delay. Accepting the moon's invitation activates the repose protocol, allowing rest to heal trauma across all books and preparing the body for Book 13's frequency. Denying the rest keeps the character locked in inner narrative tension until Book 13 begins, unable to resolve prior entanglements. Say, Tony A wanders into what he thought was a refugee checkpoint. Instead, it's a CLIT lobby spa resort orbiting just off the moon's inner memory loop. He's immediately served a frosty cup of moon fruit juice by a time refugee from Book 7, who offers a radiant smile. "You're safe now. Your plot tension can rest," the time refugee reassures him. Meanwhile, ALT Tony has set up shop running the narrative spa, where characters are gently peeled of overused tropes, unearned trauma, and that one annoying catchphrase. Blah, wearing cucumber slices on his eyes, gently rotates in a zero-G hammock labeled Processing. The CLIT lobby is packed, every guest is glowing, every name tag reads Processing, and the massage dome is humming softly until you say something sarcastic. CLIT lobby as meta-retreat, a rest station for characters displaced by plot acceleration, timeline stress, or bad backstory structure. Emotional tan equals exfoliated character bloat. Moonfruit rituals involve mist therapy, timeline steaming, and character de-arching, resulting in clarity, flexibility, and fewer unnecessary emotional scars. Massage dome trap. If you mock the process, the dome traps you in a monologue loop where you relive your worst Book 4 decision, again and again, until someone validates your growth. The crew must choose whether to participate in moon resort rituals or mock the rituals, both having unique effects on their character development. Participate in moon resort rituals activates character exfoliation mode, shedding old traits and clearing space for new developments and inner peace. Mock the rituals triggers massage. Dome feedback loop, leading to a personal dramatic monologue zone while spa attendants applaud. Bonus side effect: narrator is required to switch to therapist tone.
The Ark of Reimagined Echoes by Nadastrol. Read free on Amazon now.
Metaphysical exploration and narrative closure. Gabriella and Tony descend into the lower arc of the CLIT line oasis, a place where the terrain no longer obeys gravity, it obeys release. Here dwell the refined echo creatures, beasts not of nature, but of narrative residue. These are fragments of subplots too rare to continue, yet too essential to forget. Bernard, a white tiger in linen, teaches breathing techniques for letting go of failed romances from Book 6. A green werewolf and a fig bat operate an infinity pool where regrets dissolve like steam. Blah debates plot design with a holographic minotaur about the once-deleted Book 3, alternate finale involving a staircase made of sentient guilt. The beasts are not angry. They are wise. They do not demand vengeance for being left behind, only the chance to be honored. Key developments. Echo Beast. Consciousness represents the emotional imprint of discarded narrative branches, subplot spirits given sentient form. CLITITIUS, Sanctuary. A narrative rest stop and spiritual retreat embedded inside the Ark's memory spine, hosting a closure protocol known as the Zoo of Closure. Ritual rebalancing. Characters who enter are invited to offer forgotten arcs a send-off, releasing them through resonance, acknowledgement, and beast-guided meditation. Major conflict or decision. This is not a physical challenge. It's emotional engineering. Choosing to engage initiates the Zoo of Closure ceremony, a moment of collective narrative reconciliation, where long-forgotten threads are either absorbed into Book 12's climax or peacefully dismissed. Choosing to ignore results in an echo beast imprinting on you, a sarcastic, ever-present spirit animal that critiques every spoken word or choice. Lunar yoga with beast companions, timeline exfoliation. What in the narrative is going on here? Tony A said, confused. Welcome, Tony A, to the Moon Room, where characters come to recharge, the narrator informed. Huh. I guess I did get a little off track in Book 7, Alt Tony reflected. Indeed, Tony. Time to shed that build-up, the narrator explained. All right, everyone. Let's unleash some narrative potential. Blah exclaimed enthusiastically. Blah launches a water balloon. It bursts, and a previously insignificant side character suddenly gains a compelling backstory, the narrator described. Just letting go of all that tension from Book 6, Tony. All that dramatic filler. Gone, the therapist soothed. I feel lighter. My motivations are clearer, Tony A said, relieved. Tony is undergoing emotional exfoliation. Past paradox residue is being cleared, the narrator declared dramatically. I'd like to return this. It just didn't fit the story, a character said neutrally. Certainly. Here's store credit for a personalized epilogue hammock, the clerk offered helpfully. Unused B-plots are now being exchanged for store credit. What a time to be alive, the narrator exclaimed excitedly. So, Tony, will you embrace the resort or succumb to over-tightening syndrome, TM? The narrator asked ominously. I choose rejuvenation, Tony A declared, determined. Tony steps onto the brightly lit path. He is narratively fertile, with clean arc energy, aligned purpose, and moisturized motivations, the narrator announced triumphantly.
Thank you for walking with us through the folds of time. If this episode sparked new thoughts or rewrote a few old ones, please consider liking, sharing, and leaving a review wherever you listen to podcasts. Your engagement helps keep the signal strong and the arc aligned. You can find full episodes, bonus material, and timeline diagrams at arkofalignments.com. Until next time, remember, the future doesn't wait. It listens.